Okay, so imagine yourself, you're in your study time, you're in the library, you're studying, you're really working hard for that midterm. Now, all of a sudden, you just hear bang, bang, bang. A huge crowd of chaos and just screaming just runs. And you're out there running, so you're running, and then you pass by, and you see your buddy on the floor, and he's bleeding out. Now, you have two options. Either you could run, let him die and bleed out, because he only has a few minutes, or you're actually going to do something about it. My question is, do you know what to do? Now today, I'm going to demonstrate what combat life-saving is. In Afghanistan, we go on patrols, and we go out there and fight the enemy. Now, a lot of times, we're going to be stepping on an IED, or we're going to be getting shot at. Now, just because it happens out there doesn't mean it doesn't happen here. As you already know, the Boston Massacre at the Navy Yard, and also even at the Virgin Tech. People have been shot and blown up, limbs missing, as well as fatal wounds. Now, today I'm going to demonstrate three things. I'm going to demonstrate secure the airways and also move the person out of the way, out of danger. 2, being actually start the breathing, and it's going to be stopping the bleeding. I'm going to demonstrate all three things today. Now, the first thing you want to do immediately, if you see the person already shot, now what you want to do is going to secure the victim. Okay, because you never know, that shooter might come back and try to finish him off or try to finish off his victims. So the first thing you can do is going to be securing the victim. Now, you want to look for cover concealment. Concealment is pretty much behind a bush, behind anything like that, pretty much concealing your presence in that area so the person can't see you. Now, cover is anything solid blocking you from your shooter to you. So a room, a wall, something that's going to give you some cover. Okay? Now, how to transport the victim, there's going to be 3 different ways. 1 being the buddy drag, 2 being the fireman's carry, and 3 like pretty much an improvised buddy drag. Okay? Now, the first thing is going to be the buddy drag. So what you're going to do is, you have your victim shot right here, right? He's down. So what you're going to do, you're going to lift him up here into the sitting position, as such. Okay? So you're going to do it, then you're going to grab his arm, cross over, and you're going to cross over like this, right? And when you do it, it's going to come here, and you're going to pretty much bear hug. Right? When you do this, you're going to lift straight up, pretty much like a deadlift, okay? And lift up, now he's dragging. You're going to come up and drag. Got it? All right. Now, this is the fireman's carry, okay? So what you can do is you're going to grab the victim, put him up. If he's conscious, you're going to put him up. And what you do is going to have you're going to shoot over, right? This arm is going to go right under, and you're going to carry him over. As such, you go straight up. Be careful with your back. Be careful with everything else, okay? Also with your legs, you want to lift straight up, just like a squat. Next thing is going to be the improvised. As such. Okay, so you might have a backpack. You most likely it's going to have a backpack. So you're going to do is you're going to grab the straps. So you can just drag. Out of the way. Easy as that. Okay? Now that you have the victim secured and everything, the next thing you do is you start opening up the airways. As such. So we have two ways of doing so. It's going to be the chin lift and the jaw thrust. So what you're going to do is going to go ahead and put your 2 fingers, and you're going to cup your hand right on top and just lift. It's going to open up the airways. It's going to open up everything else, and pretty much going to look for obstructions. Also, the second thing is jaw thrust, right? You're going to grab your 2 hands, you're going to put it around the jaw, and you're going to lift. As such. Okay? Like I said, it's going to open up everything. Then you want to check inside, open the mouth, make sure nothing in there. When the victim's unconscious, a lot of times the tongue's going to get stuck back in the mouth. And that's going to cause, obviously, him to suffocate. Now, the first thing next is going to be starting the breathing. A lot of times the victims are going to get shot in the chest area, and the legs, arms, stuff like that. But one of the fatal shots is in the chest, which would be a sucking chest wound, which is pretty much there's a hole in the chest, and now that it hit the lung, it's just sucking in air, and now the person can't breathe. Okay, so what you want to do is first, once you get there, you want to pretty much triage the victim. So you induce him to do a blood swipe. So you can count like tire claws from top down. All right, sweeping down. You're already gonna see blood. When you see blood, go to that certain area. Now you have the entry wound. Now you look for an exit wound. Okay, so what you're gonna do is gonna go ahead, wrap his arms up, and you're gonna fold them up, and you're just gonna check. 1, 2, 3, and you look for an exit wound. If there's no blood, we're good. If there is blood, now you have an exit wound, you're gonna have to cover up next. Same thing with the entry wound, okay? So, at that very moment, now we have a sucking chest wound, right? So, you can use any occlusive materials, maybe like a snack bag for your little pretzels or something, and you're gonna fold it and see a square, as such. Okay, now this is gonna stop it from sucking in. So what you're gonna do is gonna put it right on top of the wound. You're gonna make sure this thing is about at least bigger than the wound itself. And you're gonna tape it on 3 sides. The reason why you go on 3 sides and not 4 sides is because of the fact that what you're gonna do is you create a valve. So when he breathes out, air goes out, and when he breathes in, it doesn't suck in, so it stays shut, so you can breathe. Okay, so that's gonna cause him to breathe again, and that's pretty much gonna start the breathing. Now the second thing is starting or stopping the bleeding. You already have there's something called the golden hour. You have a golden hour, but honestly you only have minutes, because if he hits a main artery, he's only have minutes to survive. And he's gonna bleed out quickly. You can even understand. So. And just imagine also either he's got shot here, or even a missing limb, like there was an explosion and he lost a limb, or he's gonna bleed out even faster, right? So what you do is you're gonna use what's called a tourniquet. Simple nomenclature is the strap itself, the windlass, and the bracket, which is this right here. Okay. So what you do is you're just gonna go under and use what we call the saw method. So you're just like you're sawing out his leg, right? And you come high up to this area. You don't want to go down here because there's a lot more bones here. There's only one bone structure in this area, so it's gonna get more of a clap. So what you do is you're gonna go ahead and strap it in, using on the buckle, strapping it, and with the strap itself, you want it really tight as possible. All right, because that's gonna because the windlass is gonna turn, but it's only gonna allow 2 inches of pretty much pressure. Okay. So you're gonna go all the way down. You're gonna clamp it down, right? And what you do is gonna start turning now. Okay, like I said, it's only gonna be about 2 inches of pressure, not enough. You're gonna go ahead and put it down. You're gonna put it down, and then you're gonna go ahead and seal it together. Okay? At that very moment, and if you have paper or something, you can go ahead and write down the time, and the time you put on the tourniquet, because the paramedics are gonna want to know at that point how long it's been on there. All right, so you can go ahead and either write it on his forehead with a Sharpie, or if you have a piece of paper ready, go ahead and slap it on. Okay, that's pretty much it as far as stopping the bleeding. Okay, and then also what you want to do is you're gonna check the foot, the distal pulse. You're gonna come to this foot. Obviously, if he's missing a foot, we're not gonna be using it, right? So you're gonna check here. You look for the big toe. If you see pressure there, or you still feel pressure, as far as blood pressure, you want to go ahead and turn it more, or if you have to, add another tourniquet. Okay, and also to stop his bleeding, if he doesn't need it, as far as the tourniquet, like if it's just a little wound, all you want to do is just go ahead and dress it up, place it right on top of it. Go ahead and secure it, and you're just gonna wrap it all around. Make sure you completely wrap it properly, and it's gonna keep it compressed. All right, just like that. Simple. Also, like I said, you want to go ahead and check the tourniquet, make sure it's on right. And that's pretty much it for stopping the bleeding. Now, like, shots happen, bad things happen all the time. You can never stop it. But at least you can be prepared and be ready for it. So there's 3 things I taught you today. Today I demonstrated how to secure the victim and the airways. Second, I taught you how to start the breathing. Third, I taught you how to stop the bleeding. Like I said, shootings happen all the time, and it's a bad thing. But at least when you come around and you see your buddy dying, you see your buddy bleeding out, you already know what to do. You're confident in what you learned, and you can go ahead and apply it and save a life. Heroes don't have to have a uniform. They're there when the time is needed. Thank you.